I want to jump on here real quick and show you shop owners why split testing is so important and how it gets you to super well performing ads. And without this, you're kind of guessing at what works. Now, when we work with a shop, we already know what works, but if you're going to run ads on your own, kind of take you through what we've seen. We've been running an ad set for I think about 3 months now, and it's steadily gotten better and better and better results. So I wanted to show you that, and again, the difference that it makes with the outcome and why this is really so important. Okay, so here you are going to see ads that we have been running since the end of September. Anyone that's checked is still the same ad set. So when we originally launched this, we were paying $137 for somebody to fill out a form for a consultation with us. We remade it. This one we were having issues with tracking, so remade it again. Got that down to $39. Now this is the current one that we are doing. As you can see, there are a bunch of different ad sets in here. Different audiences, different images, stuff like that. But, and I know this is more of a budget than most shops are going to be spending, but it'll kind of give you an idea. We start with between $10 to $15 per ad set. Start running these, all of these hit $75. This one hit $50 with no one filling out a form to get a consultation with us. So we shut them off. This one was higher than we want, shut it off, 46, or what we're shooting for now that we have already started to test it. This one's at 61, not great, but then you can start to see these that are well-performing ads. This one is only $14 to get somebody to fill out a form, $25 when we were originally spending with the first ad set $140. So what we do is we shut these off and we start adding more of a budget to these. Now, I would never suggest doing more than a 90% increase within 24 hours. So if you're spending $10, moving it up to $19, because anything more than that, Facebook hasn't come out and said it, but what we've seen and through our testing, it will essentially reset the ad, and you don't want that to happen. Then it's going to lose all its performance. Anytime you reset an ad, and anytime you change a picture, change an audience, you can change a single word in an ad on Facebook or Google, and it will actually completely restart that ad set, which is horrible because then it's got to go through the learning phase again, which is the slowest time. So we started dumping more money into these ones that are working. And then even in these, all of these have different images in them. And we'll start to see which images do the best, keep shutting stuff off. But essentially, over the course of the last couple months, we found an ad set or a couple ad sets that work really well. That's what we're going to dump our budget into. And again, we should only do, the minimum is $10 to $15 per ad set. Even that's a little low. When we work with a shop, we typically only do one ad set, $17 a day. But again, we already know what's going to work for your tattoo shop. But that is how you are essentially split testing to get yourself the best performing ads. And there's just little tweaks to all of these from these original ones that were almost 20 times the cost of what one of our ads is getting. So if you're starting out, this is the best way to do it. Don't just put one ad set, one ad. It's throwing spaghetti at the wall. You don't know if it works. You don't know what's going to work better. Put 3 ads in and then start changing the audiences. And why we have so many of these is when you're going to make major changes, instead of resetting an ad, duplicate that ad and then make the changes and launch that one. So it doesn't, when you make changes, when you essentially set it back into learning phase, it never works as well. It's another thing that Meta hasn't come out and said why, but it just doesn't. So instead of making changes to your current ads, unless you're raising the budget by that max of 90% in 24 hours, duplicate it and then relaunch it. If you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to us.